So you've got 9 months now under your belt, I think, since we've installed it in there. Can you talk a little bit more on some of the use cases that you've had? That was a really good one, but I think you've had a couple other ones that just kind of blew you away.
Right. Well, I mean, the easiest one is to look at. So we do a recap show for a cable network, um, and so they shoot about 200 hours of behind the scenes footage, and then we mix that with the show, and we put it in. And we originally budgeted for the show before we'd acquired CaraOne, and I think we took a team of 6 or 7 people, and it would take 8 or 9 weeks in order to complete a show. And that would have involved people going through screening, logging, tagging, not only all the BTS stuff, but also the shows themselves and trying to integrate them. If you employ CaraOne in a situation like that, we're able to reduce that staff down to about 3 and cut the time in half that it would take to actually create those shows, which is not to say that we're supplanting people or replacing jobs. What that means is that we can actually make more shows. So at the same price point, we can go and offer more content than we would before at the same price point, which obviously endears us to the client. We had a prestige cable network come to us just 2 weeks ago, and they wanted us to make 4 episodic promos for a show, and they needed them in a week. And we sat down with a team of 3 people and CaraOne. In the space of 2 days, we made 6 episodic promos, 6 recaps, and I think we gave them about 25 pieces of social that they didn't ask for, and they took all of it. And so what that means for us is that's a new market, because that network couldn't afford to make recaps and social for that show. All of a sudden, now they can do that again. We're making more money because we've opened up that possibility for them, and it was a new revenue stream for us. For social stuff, at one point we had a comedian who had 1,000 hours of footage, and she was not getting any social traction with it. She really couldn't figure out why she was not building an audience online. So we scraped TikTok data, YouTube data, used that to form our prompts into CaraOne. It looked at all of the footage that she had done over the last 30 years. We started making social stuff. We're making tons of it, putting it out there, and her audience increased by 1,200% in a week. That's 1,200%. So again, that's not something that we would normally do. We would look at a project like that and just pass on it, because I don't know how you would staff that and reasonably make a profit. So having CaraOne is sort of like having a team of the best assistant editors with whom you've ever worked. And what it really does is enables the creative people on your team to be more creative. So the people who are assistants now all of a sudden are free from the drudgery of logging and tagging and screening, and they can function as senior creatives because all of a sudden their time can be dedicated simply to creating more better stuff. So it's really a force multiplier for whatever size team that you have, whether you're one person or, we've had a team of up to 70. Deploying CaraOne just exponentially increases the amount of stuff that you can make. And when you see how much more you can make, it gives you a real competitive advantage as a content creator, because you have ideas that you simply wouldn't have before, because all of a sudden you've got the breadth and the depth of all these libraries at your fingertips. And so you can just do stuff you wouldn't do before.